All right, we are here. Hey there,
Yeah.
I am Laura Johnson with Go Shocking Awe. That is my YouTube channel and a podcast to come soon. And I have Savi here with I'm going to let you speak to your background and kind of what, let me see. Your goal is to be a transaction coordinator and in the process of developing that business. And so that's what I'd love to talk to you about right now.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
Yeah.
And I'm Savi. Yeah, I'm based in here in Moreno Valley, California. And I joined Stock to like last December. But I was not able to jump in right away because of the family tragedy. My father-in-law, he got a stroke, so
Mm.
we're like back and forth to hospital. So I'm actively involved like about like 2 months around that time now. So I haven't done my first deal yet. I'm very new to real estate, and I'm just here to learn first of all. And I recently joined myself to transaction top tier TC training with Molly Tannen, and I'm doing my course. I'm almost there. I haven't completed yet, but at the same time, please come with this, you know, this idea like to
Yes.
project forward. I was like, wow, what a timing, So I have to get on this one. So yeah,
Hmm.
I'm here like talking to Laura. So I'm happy. Yeah. So yeah,
Let me
that's
ask you
all.
this. So I'm in a similar situation going through, not sub two, but on the Gator lending training.
Mm-hmm.
And having second time, I guess, like when you have the family dynamic, obviously, so I feel like our husbands are both working, is that right? Like
Yeah.
your husband goes and works, my husband goes and works. The family, like the house type man, like just to keep the household moving
Yeah.
along, I
Yeah.
feel like is can be overwhelming at times, at least for me. I don't want to put words in your mouth. Um, it's it's a lot. And then you try to learn these new skills, and kind of, I mean, basically a new career,
Yeah.
um, with the goal, of course, bringing in money to support the family and all that. But taking the time to really like not just do the training, the act of the training, but to understand the training. That's where I have like really like, okay, I have to like really focus into making sure, I'm learning the right stuff, but not just doing it just for the sake of doing it, but like truly understanding it. What does your training look like right now?
Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. That is so me. Like, how you put it in the words. Yeah. Because, yeah, no, like, I saw all those posting in the Facebook, like, okay, this is the deal, all this thing. That's nice. But how you say, like, okay, our husband is out, and I do have 3 kids. My first one, he just turned 8, like last 2 weeks. So, um, 8, 4, and 22 months.
Oh my
So,
goodness, you are in it. You are in the thick of it.
yeah. So my husband, like, he's always out. Even like he's home. We do have a small business of trucking, So
Oh, okay.
I'm helping him doing the paperwork as well. So the business part, my kids, and I'm learning all this thing. So how you say, like, even like those, or like this real estate, it does have its one terms, like vocables and all this
Yes.
thing, like DTR or DTA or
Yes.
that private money lender, or how you say that, all these
Yes.
things. So I was like, I'm learning those words. Like somebody mentioned something. Okay, I'm making myself fool out there because I'm just learning, You say like understanding all those aspects. So I'm just learning those,
Yes.
adapting in this environment. So that is also the step to me, like even like moving forward, like the making doing the deals, like getting the first deal is there, but even those steps, smaller step, learning those small things are like kinds of it's good, it's a good
Yes.
experience, but we're gonna take a little bit time there, I believe, at least myself. So regarding my training, there was like 60 videos or something like that Molly has. Uh, there's a part like mindset and the transaction coordinator itself, the idea, and knowing the real estate title company, all this thing. I'm almost there. And after the end of it, there's assessment. I have to take the assessment, and maybe after that, I'm gonna get the certifications on that. But that's not only the thing. I'm doing the training, but it's first time. I don't have any experience
Right.
whatsoever. So I'm watching those videos, but like I really like to print it down all the contracts and the agreement that was he has mentioned, and I like to do it again. Like I have my the printout ready and just go again with the video, so I can get it more internalized more like naturally, not just
Yeah.
oh, I did the videos, I did all the modules, now I'm all ready. Maybe it's not
Yes.
going to work like that in real world, and that's why
Yeah.
I want to team up with experienced TC or maybe work under somebody, because I don't I want to be realistic here because I do have 3 kids and my business. So maybe it's not for me to just like form the LLC and just try to do everything on my own. Maybe
Mhm.
that's not for me at the time.
Yes.
I do have my responsibilities, and I don't want to be guilty, just focus on my career or whatever thing.
Yes.
This is my career as well, As a
Yes.
mom, I have to bring them good upbringing, you know, and this time is not coming back,
Yeah.
like these little ones, I do have big responsibilities towards them to, you know, feel their heart and help them. Like God wants me to like help them to be a good person. Then when they grow up, they can serve, to the
Mhm.
God and to their family and to their community. Like that's my first duty. That's my first career, I believe, as a
Yes,
mom.
absolutely. Mhm.
So I really
That
feel, and I really feel that connection when I watch your video. Like, okay, I have to talk to her. So,
it's so important and it's so true. I mean, this is the thing. I mean, again, I don't want to say this. It's just I'm not going to be the person going and just go knocking on doors and trying to go grab those deals because I'm like, I can't be away from that long. Like, there are just responsibilities for me here.
yeah,
And I honestly, what you just said is like really helping me like bring myself down and ground myself into reality. It's a good check, a mental check for me too, because I just, oh my gosh, I can catch myself like being really wrapped up into the, ooh, that sounds amazing. Like, um, going like all in on what you're learning and getting the deals and doing all those things when in reality, maybe just like one deal would be great. And how you said, this time of your life is maybe not right now to just accelerate everything into your business.
yeah,
I love that. Like, thank you so much for saying that because it's so true. Just evaluating where you are in life, the life stages, and then the life stages of your family, really puts things in perspective. So working underneath a group, that makes perfect sense to me. Like, yes, like that's exactly what you should probably do. And really, I probably need to be looking to really make some more connections in the gator community because one of the things that is hard for me is like I learn like when I'm doing it. Like if there's a real life deal happening right now, like me watching that process through would be like I think it would just help connect like the little what are they like neurons, neurotransmitters or whatever in your brain, like connecting it and be like, oh, okay. Okay, sorry, I got a phone call.
Oh, okay,
That's
no worries.
interesting. I should have put it on. Let's see. Okay. All right. Well, I guess we're okay.
Yeah, we are, yes.
um, so I guess while we are about we'll make this interview a little short today,
Hmm.
just for the sake of getting the time and all of that. But what are you like, how can someone help you kind of get to where you are wanting to go? And if they want to connect to you, I know we're talking before we hit recording. It's just like right now, if you go to my Instagram, go shock and awe, like you're not going to see anything there. You know, if you go to my YouTube channel, you're not going to see anything there. I'm just thinking, you know what, that might be 3 weeks from now that I might put my logo up, and maybe 3.5 weeks from now, I might put an inspirational quote or something, you know, like um, the doing content, if it doesn't come naturally, it's like you can get creative in ways to post things to Instagram. You can get creative in what you can do to YouTube and all that kind of stuff. Um, but yeah, I'd love to know how people can help you, and where you'd like to, go, within the next like 6 months.
Oh, yes. I do have like two kinds of two part. First of all, like I like to work under somebody or experienced team and learn more about transaction coordination thing. And at the same time, me and my husband, we're looking, our end goal is like buy and hold, obviously, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So we are looking here in basically Riverside or San Bernardino area, like there's our backyard. So we like to hold some kinds of single family or duplex or fourplex property. So that is in our head, and we are also interested in like RV or truck parking. So, because we are truckers, so here in my area, there's lots of warehouses around here. So we are aware of the needs if we can just get involved in investing in RV and trucking parking, that would be
Okay.
great. And I am looking, but we really up- like to have the opportunity to have the seller finance or
Mm-hmm.
sub to transaction on this deal. But that's just in my head. Now
Yeah.
I'm talking to you and I'm putting this one to universe. Maybe, somebody
Yeah.
we can have some connection or something like that in future. So that is a whole thing. So once I do all this training, I'm almost there. So I'll just make a post on Facebook, try to connect with more friends. I just talked to the other day, like one person from my community. He's from, yeah, North Carolina, I believe. So he is doing pad split or something like that,
Oh
and that
yeah.
is very,
Hmm.
yeah, that is also very good uh, thing from the point of view of cash flow. So I'm kind of interested on that as well, because we moved here in Riverside like 2 years back, and where we used to live in LA County, there's lots of, we're originally from Nepal, so there's lots of Nepalese community and like Indian community.
Hmm.
So I think there's a scope there as well, So yeah, in my head, okay, that is also a good thing to try. So I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna try to reach
Yeah.
him out again and learn all these things. So there's so many opportunities in this community, and people are so giving, like they're truly like, okay, I feel like it's so nice, I'm here, I'm so happy. All those things are sometimes overwhelming,
Yeah.
but like I have to make myself grounded. Okay, my battle buddy, he told me that his father bought like 18 acres land here in Paris, Riverside County. That is a big investment, and he's
Yes.
working on that. He has his two small apartments in Joshua Tree here. All those things. I'm not on that level, but you know, that thing
Wow.
inspired me a lot.
Yes.
Okay, and I'm happy that I got my battle buddy at that level and said, like, you know, I have a lot to learn. So I'm happy, look, I'm meeting those people out there. So I'm so happy because if I haven't joined, like, um, I wouldn't have joined SAP. I never get this opportunity to meet all these people because
Mm.
my whole family were super blue collar people and we don't have no connection, to
Yeah.
real estate whatsoever. Like my community, I do have a few real estate agents, but they're doing like traditional thing. If I'm gonna say like, okay, I enroll myself in sub two, they're like, what? What is that thing? So, and I'm a mom and I'm like a wife, just doing my one thing. Then I was like, okay, she is like out of her mind. But if I'm gonna do like one deal or two deal and how, this I acquired this property or I have done this deal.
Yes.
There is way out. So maybe they're gonna believe me, and like my community, they're gonna support me if I'm gonna like physical thing, if they can see it, like so maybe they're
Yes.
gonna know like okay, this is the way out, like we can do it. But other than that, maybe they're gonna say like, oh, she's out of her head now, she just talks something like that, to be very honest with you. So
Well, I feel the same way on this side. I'm like, I all I do is talk about real estate. And I'm like, I just want to show, just at least one time that we can do it. I know we can.
yeah.
We
Yeah.
can do
So
it.
that is the thing. Like, and for me now, instead of doing all this deal back to back, it's like I have to prove myself. I'm
Yeah.
capable of doing it, and I'm learning it. So once I'll be able to get my first deal done, after that, maybe I'm gonna have like, networking and all
Yes.
those bigger things. So my focus at the time is like team up with a more experienced TC and just
Hmm.
get my first deal. That is my focus.
Yes.
And now 6 months moving forward, that is my focus,
Absolutely. I love it. I absolutely love it. So if someone wants to, well, let me ask you real quick on your trucking company. So the lots or, what you're trying to look into, are you guys a regional trucking company or do you are you
Uh,
trying to just stay in California or do
no,
you
we do,
do US?
yeah, we do interstate, but my route is like from California, Arizona to all the way East Coast, like Massachusetts, and we go to Vermont, up to Maine and Rhode
Wow.
Island, all those. Because we do car hauling. So
Okay.
my drivers, my husband, they go to, they get loads here in California, Arizona, and they bring those cars to all the way East Coast, and
Okay.
yeah, they sit there and they pick up some other cars and they brought it here in California, Arizona, and that works like that. Some of them are
Okay.
dealership, and some of them are like private company warehouses and all those things. Some they're like just a person, they have to move here in California, Arizona. Some people they just have to move out of California and they just like settle in new cities. So we
Mhm.
just haul the cars for those people as well, like individual people as well.
Okay. I mean, I just bought a new car. I'm in Texas. But there was such limited inventory and we had to purchase a new car. So we bought it from Washington State and hired someone to drive it
Oh,
and deliver
oh.
it over here to Texas. So I kind of have an idea of the process of what you guys are looking like. That's really interesting. Um, I love all the different avenues. Honestly, you guys are going to rock it. I know it. I feel it in my
Oh, thank
bones.
you.
I feel
Thank
it in
you
my
so much.
bones.
I need to hear that, you
Yes,
know.
you it's all this little learning, like all the learning, all the interest, the curiosity that you have. I mean, it's just one of those like, you know how they talk about like an overnight, success took like 10 years, it just was just little things, building and building and building and building. So you're really building your foundation. And I think at some point it will turn, and it will be like, oh, we can build the house now, because the foundation is set, so I'm excited. I'm so glad we connected. I'm excited to see where you guys go, like you and your husband and your family. Like it's upward, on up.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so very much. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this interview. I really do appreciate you just taking the time to be interviewed and letting me interview you. So, where do you want people to connect with you? So, like, if I'm like a stranger, I know nothing about you, where do they go to contact you?
Yeah, as I mentioned before, like off camera, like, I haven't have any post in my Instagram. So they can connect me with my IG, like Savi_Thapa, and my Facebook at the same time, my YouTube, like Sabinja Thapa. But I don't have any post on that, just my introductory video for
That's
my
fine.
project for what? So maybe in like a month or 2 months, I'm gonna have, come up with my logo and all those things.
Yes,
I don't have any name for my podcast yet, maybe
that's
I'm gonna talk
okay.
to you off camera after this. So yeah, yeah.
Well, okay, so I'll definitely write out, so in my notes, I'll have a link, to where like, hey, you need to go check her out here, and we'll make sure that they can connect with you. Okay?
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank
All
you
right.
for this opportunity. Thank you,
Yes,
Laura. I really
you are
appreciate it.
you're welcome. All right, so I am going to end our recording, but
Mhm.
you stay right there, okay? So I'm gonna hit
Okay.
end.